Yo, what up? How you do with season 2? Welcome back to Thoughts of a Game. Now you knew. Ooh, what am I gonna do? Yeah. What's good, man? What's goody, y'all? Wow, long time no see. It's been a hot one. It's been a hot minute. For those of you who don't know what hot minute means, hot minute in the Urban Dictionary just means a long time period. It stands for a grand amount of time has passed, or depending on the relationship or the user of the phrase, it could mean maybe 3 days, it could mean maybe 5 days, it could mean 2 weeks, a month, it could mean a year, it could mean 5 years. It just depends. It just depends on the user and the situation and the circumstances at hand within the time the phrase is being used. What's good, man? Welcome back to Thoughts of a Game. We're in season 2. All right, I figured I'm gonna just go summer by summer with the seasons. I was like, man, everything's just gonna be season 1. But I'm like, I could do seasons. So we're starting off with our first episode of season 2. Man, oh man. I know y'all missed me. I missed y'all. Actually, I don't really know if y'all missed me. That was just something to make me feel good. I'm so crazy. But we out here. We out here. So today's little ambiance, we at the crib. We in the kitchen. Finger licking. Whipping up that chicken. Nah, but we are in the kitchen though. Actually, literally like in the kitchen, chilling. It's summer. It's July. Is it still July? Yeah, it's still July. So it's July, summertime, summer break. You know what I'm saying? Get a break from working. Used up some days that I had saved up, so I'm taking it for the summer. But I don't even know where to start, man. I want y'all to tell me how y'all been. What y'all been up to, man? It's been a minute. Go ahead and fill me in. What's your life like? You know what I'm saying? New promotions, new cars, new apartments, new homes, new shorties, you know what I'm saying? New bays, you feel me? That the bays was for the men, like women who have new men, and the shorties was for the guys who have new girls, or new relationship in general. Some of y'all be out here, you know what I'm saying? You be getting what you look like. I ain't mad at you, you feel me? Do you, player? You grown, do what you want, man. I ain't gonna judge you. But yeah, fill me in, what's up? Okay. That's what's up. New apartment, new place. Okay, that's new. Dang, got your little promotion. Okay, I see you, top dog. You CEO now, huh? Okay. Going into your last year of schooling, I feel that. Much respect. Hey, stay grinding, you feel me? Stay grinding. Don't stop. You close, baby. Keep it going, you know what I mean? Or that's what, look, man, that's what's up, y'all. I appreciate y'all catching me up. So let's see. I guess I could catch y'all up on my life and whatnot. It's your boy, Gabe, in the building. As always, trying to figure out where to start. I guess this is really just an update type, episode. But I've had some, bro. It's been a minute. I've had some thoughts, y'all. It's been a minute, but I've had some thoughts as usual, per usual, on the usual. You know what I mean? Let's see. I've been good. Obviously, I've taken quite the break. Just kind of working on my mindset. Trying to fight against my own personal stuff, as somebody who's a people pleaser, somebody who's a thinker, somebody who's or not a thinker. I'm a feeler, then I'm a thinker. But I'm definitely more of a feeler than a thinker. I take all the emotions into calculation and whatnot. And so I think what really kind of just made me take a pause was just myself. I wasn't really mentally, I didn't feel like I was in a spot to hop on here and not just talk about how I was feeling. Even though I could have, and I still can, and I'm still gonna, work to make peace with myself to do that and give myself space and grace to do that if I want to. I can say whatever the heck I want on here. People be talking mad crazy on podcasts, and you know what I'm saying. Somebody gonna eat it up. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just trying to do a better justice to myself and saying what I want on here and not thinking I have to have some type of topic or whatever. You know what I'm saying? This podcast was trying to make sure I don't forget what this podcast was originally made for. And so, yeah, it feels good to be back, man. It feels good to be back. It feels good to be talking out loud and not just to myself, but for somebody to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Not just out here talking to God out loud out in the streets, you know what I'm saying, at the parks, you know what I mean, on bike rides and runs. Yo, hey, look, y'all gonna be proud of me. So last week I worked out, 5 days? I feel like I worked out 5 last week. It might have been 4. And this week we starting off good. We worked out yesterday. We didn't do Monday. Oh, don't work out on the weekends. Gotta let my body rest. I got some past injuries that I have to make sure they get a little bit more recovery time when I'm, being consistent. Not doing a lot of weight stuff, more body weight stuff, push-ups, sit-ups, and lunges, squats. What was it? It was a dumbbell front squat. Yeah, like holding the dumbbell out in front of me, just squatting down. Just to make sure I'm in condition to hold and be able to hold and control my own body weight whenever I'm running or jumping or like playing ball or something. Or just outside being silly, jumping on stuff at the playground. But yeah, I've been working out last week, started this week. I'm gonna work out after this. It's like what? It's 12:47 right now. What's today? July 14th, July 12th. It's July 12th, man. I've been working on my Spanish. I'm 9 days straight. I got a little streak of 9 days on Duolingo going in. Shout out to the homie who did 100 days not too long ago. I saw that post and I was like, yo, I definitely am encouraged and inspired. Like the whole caption was in Spanish. I'm like, ooh, talk your stuff, papi. So that was encouraging. But also, yeah, I just want to, I started it so that I can be able to converse more with students, on campuses, whenever I'm on campuses and stuff like that. Speak to other customers whenever they come in on site. And then also, yeah, just be able to relate and at least language wise with somebody who's Hispanic, Spanish, and whatnot, Latina, Latinx, all that. I know that words translate different in different countries, but it helps to have a little something. It helps to have a little something with the large percentage of our country, being of a different language, and most of what I'm around, Hispanics. There's a lot of different nationalities and ethnicities here and countries represented in Greensboro, but like they keep it a buck. I don't even really like if you're not in those areas, you don't live in those areas, you won't really come in contact with them like that. Like you might see a little family every now and then in a park or something like that, but like they not like you're not at their grocery stores, you're not in their neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? You're not seeing them at like a lot of them you probably won't even like just see at work and stuff like that, depending on your job. So, it's a lot hard to be like, oh, I could learn this language because I live in this community with, a bunch of people from Saudi Arabia or a part of Africa. I was learning Swahili at one point on Duolingo, and I was learning Japanese at one point. But I was like, nah, these aren't really doing me justice. I can't really practice this with anybody. But Spanish, you know what I'm saying, I can practice with the customers on site. I can practice with potential customers off site. I can practice with people when I'm just out and about. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I go to a Mexican restaurant, el restaurante español. That's a Spanish restaurant, eh? But nah, man, I've been learning some Duolingo. About to start in week 2 of working out consistently. Let's see, been writing up a couple ideas. Yesterday, yesterday, so I had this idea to do something. I'm not gonna share exactly what it is. You'll see it before I say what it is. But it has to do, it has to do with people being out in the city and whatnot. In photography. That's all I'll say. And I tried it yesterday for the first time with one person. Whew, boy, it took a lot. It took a lot to try that one. I'm gonna keep going. Try again later today. See how that goes. We'll see what happens. It may become something. It may not. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what the Lord does with it. Hopefully hopefully it's good for me. Hopefully it's, I'm not really worried about other people, but, hopefully it's good for me and the people involved. Hopefully they enjoy it and have fun helping me and whatnot. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that. Because if I ain't doing it, there's no point in talking about it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not consistent in it, ain't no point in talking about it. Let's see. The summer. I've been enjoying summer break, man. Had Juneteenth, had, the independence from the Brit Day on the 4th, you know what I'm saying? Did a little bit for that, nothing crazy. I think, what did I do? Went downtown on the 4th. Stuff like that. Juneteenth was amazing, celebrated with the homies. Yeah, I mean, that was super dope, man. Juneteenth, if you don't celebrate Juneteenth, get you a group of blacks and celebrate Juneteenth, man. If you're not black, find you a good, healthy group of black people. Make sure that you love them for them. Make sure you're a friend because they cool and y'all vibes fit and y'all work well together as a friend group. And just hope they invite you to a Juneteenth, because I tell you, it's something, man. It's something. Like, it's fun. It's really fun. It's a lot of fun to be able to celebrate freedom in that way and it to be recognized nationally. Even for myself, like not celebrating it for so long and thinking, man, we missed out so many years in college and we went crazy and celebrated this stuff. And, I even think about my family, like we never, we celebrate the 4th, we do cookouts for the 4th and stuff like that, but like nobody gets together for Juneteenth. Like, no, like it wasn't, hey, what we gonna do for Juneteenth, y'all? We cooking out here. This person's cooking this and bringing that. This person's bringing this and this. Like I've never remembered anything like that, but we always would celebrate the 4th. So it's weird to think about how, the past is the past, you can't change that. Our mindset and the way we thought about the 4th and Juneteenth is what it was. And now it's changed and evolved into something beautiful and something cool. And with the 4th of July, I guess with the 4th of July being most recent, I personally don't have a problem with the 4th of July. I have a concern, issue, qualm, whatever, what have you, with the fact that, it doesn't help that it's not taught what the 4th should stand for. You know what I mean? Like, it's seen as freedom for everybody. Like, and that's just, again, that's what it was for me. It was like, oh yeah, freedom for everybody. Boom, 4th of July. Love the 4th. Fireworks, cookout, all that. Happy 4th of July. Saying it every year, growing up. And now over time, it's like, oh shoot, I learned, 4th of July was, independence from a whole different country. It wasn't freedom from slavery. Slavery was still going on, still prominent, still making money off slave labor. And it's like, well, shoot, okay, this shouldn't be seen as freedom within, the country of the United States, but it should be seen as freedom from a country. So I think that's how it should be celebrated. Freedom from the British, not freedom within our country. I think a lot of people, think the way that I used to, like, oh no, this is freedom for all. This was, hey, on this day, boom, everything was joyous and happy and everybody was free and, there was freedom. Like, this is what it is, independence. Independence is freedom to do whatever you need, and whatever you want, within the law of the land. And the law of the land was you could still have slaves after on the 4th of July. You feel me? And after that, you can still have slaves. So it's like we got to see it as that, and I think we could celebrate it as that because obviously we probably would still we would have had slavery. I think we probably would have had slavery a lot longer if we didn't have the 4th of July, or if our independence didn't come, that year that it came. I don't even know when it came. But whatever year it came, and then how many ever years after until slavery ended on Juneteenth, it probably would have been extended if we didn't get our independence and declare for freedom, declare independence from that country so long ago. But I mean, that's just my thoughts. That's not a all white people suck thing. It's a no. The way that those who are in charge and promote this day or that day, that I don't know, that holiday, the way that it's promoted, it could be better. Yeah, it could be better. It could be acknowledged that, hey, this was just one very vital day in holiday and celebration that led to where we are now, to where there's a pretty good amount of freedom. Yes, there's other ways that people who have a hard time accepting differences and giving up their past, their ancestors' past, and hatred towards people or certain types of people or what have you. It's hard for them to give that up when they come into their birthright of power and money and all that, and they can continue these things. It's hard for them to give that up, and they're still making it harder for minorities, less fortunate, people who don't make a lot of money, people who are a person of color, people who are a little uneducated because of school systems, and school systems sucking because money is being taken out of their area to go to a different area that's a little bit nicer and cleaner. But history shows that that's because that's how it was prior to. A lot of areas were clean before, but because of certain people having certain prejudices and discriminations, they made it bad, they made it dirty, they made it scary, which is psychological warfare, it's an economic warfare, it's a lot of things that play into how an area can start off solid, can start off decent, but then just become trashy and dirty and forgotten about. You know what I mean? So it's not the people that are there now that cause it to be that way. It's the history that comes into these cities, these areas, projects, public housing. It's these areas where, the nice, even and I'm talking even to suburban areas too. The areas where it's people who, you get somebody who's different, you got a problem instantly because things are changing and change is hard for some people. So I just feel like the 4th will never be celebrated as what it was. Like, hey, this was freedom for our country, but not freedom for everybody. Like, it will never be celebrated that way. I don't think it will anyway, because that's way too much. That's way too much change. You know what I mean? That's way too much change. But anywho, yeah, man. I mean, and that's for Christians, that's for non-believers, whatever. I don't care, what your faith is. Faith doesn't have anything to do with what's right and how to treat people humanely. And I think with the 4th of July, that's all I was. Within the past couple of years, it's like that's what comes to mind. It's like, dang, slaves were still a thing. Killing and hurting a black person was still okay after the 4th of July. So it's I don't want to celebrate in a way that's like, oh, this is great. This was a beautiful day and a beautiful time in history. Like, no, it's just a step in the right direction. One of very, very many that we've luckily been able to take and accomplish. But, there's prices that come with that and a lot of things still happen. But anywho, that's the 4th. That was some stuff that's been on my mind too, though. How people celebrate it, and not that I don't like them, not that there's a problem with them. No, it's not a problem with them. It's a problem with, how they were taught to see that day. And same thing for me. My family didn't do anything to help me understand Juneteenth or understand the 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? So I mean that's on me and my family as well, just as much as any other family in America. But that's neither here nor there. Juneteenth was fun. 4th was fun. Enjoyed it. Didn't go to any cookouts though. I would still go to a cookout. You know, we had a cookout one year after college for the fourth, but it was like we had a moment to like talk about, hey, the fourth is cool and all, but slavery was still a thing. Juneteenth is a real should be the Juneteenth should be the national freedom holiday and whatnot, and it should be world renowned day for Americans, but it's never gonna be. I mean, it's definitely a lot. It's definitely seen a lot different, than in the past, but still, it's still not enough, And obviously, you'll be like, oh well, what is enough? I don't know yet. But what it is now, no, it's not enough. Why aren't there fireworks on Juneteenth? Why aren't there big Juneteenth celebrations in downtowns? Downtown Greensboro had a huge 4th of July celebration. Where was the huge Juneteenth celebration? Where was the fireworks? Hopped up on a parking deck on the 4th of July, watched the fireworks by the baseball field. Bunch of people up there. Where were those people on Juneteenth? Where were the fireworks on Juneteenth? That's how I equate it. Like if the 4th is our huge freedom day, but Juneteenth is the real huge freedom day, then why not equal? Why not the same sales? Why not the same deals? Why not the same celebration and activities? But I just think that comes with, having to educate yourself, having to learn what's important, see what's important to other people and care about those people and joining in with them in that way. So, just some thoughts, no anger, no animosity, no hatred, none of that. Wasn't looking down on people. I was out there having fun on the 4th. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's not the people. It's not the people. It's just the holiday in itself and how it's seen and how it's understood. It just needs to be, a relearning of what the 4th should mean, what it should look like, or not what it should look like, what it should mean, how it should be, how it can be conversed on and whatnot. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not political. I'm not super big into, huge stuff like that. I don't got no dates and stuff remembered. That's just me. That's just a normal human being out here in these streets. You feel me? That's just me, and now I'm feeling anything new. Let's see. What else is new? Oh my gosh, my friends. My bro has the cutest baby ever. Oh my gosh. She's so adorable. Man, it's crazy. Let's see. What is she now? She's like, is she 6 months now? No way. Is she almost 6 months? I don't know. But she's not crawling. She does this backwards crawl. On her back, she'll push her legs. She'll scoot her stomach up and push her legs and scoot backwards, on her back. It's super weird. But it's so crazy that babies can figure all this stuff out. It's like the human brain is immensely just vast beyond understanding that, we can figure this out. She's going to be a walking, talking, grown adult within time, she's going to be able to walk. She's going to be able to crawl using her on her hands and knees. She's going to be walking. And it's just crazy. And there's been so many things that there's a verse that talks about God's invisible attributes, his divine nature, his eternal power, and talking about how, God has been understood through creation of the world, right? And then it's also, he's been seen through the creation of the world, and he's been clearly understood through all that he has made, through what he has made. What he has made, the universe, the earth, humans, animals, all that, boom. And it's just thinking about the human brain, how the baby starts as just a whiny little thing, barely moving, eyes not even open that often, and then you got a whole grown adult all of a sudden. You blink and 20 years go by and they about to be buying alcohol for the party. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy. It's they got jobs, they're leaders, they're moms, they're dads. It's just crazy what we come from and how the brain operates, And then I also think about how, scientists have been like, they're like, yeah, if the tilt of the Earth changes even just 1.001 degree, it's like we could freeze to death or burn to death depending on how the tilt changes. If the distance of the sun changes even slightly, that we could go into we could go into an ice age and we freeze over and die soon, and or if it goes the other degree and changes, we burn up and die. And I'm just like, bro, or even with the moon, if the moon's rotation around the Earth changes in any way, it could implode in us, or it could go the other way and out of like change the orbit, and that would change something about the Earth, and we'd still end up dying. I just think it's crazy how perfect the design of the universe is for us to survive and live, and nothing catastrophic happen. And it's been like this for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And like the Bible speaks to how that is God, literally. Like this ain't by chance. It's not improbable that Earth has been perfect in the sun, the solar system has been perfect in the galaxy, and the galaxies around have stayed in its place and done what it's made to do in its obedience of its creation because of God. I just think that's wild to me. I just think that's wild. Like, if you don't think that's wild, then I think, bro, there's a squirrel he's sitting on his butt. He's sitting up like me right now. He looks like me right now, but he doesn't have a chair. And he just chilling, bro. You know it's warm outside. Like, he literally, yeah, you. Now he looking at me. You just chilling. I ain't trying to bother you, player. Keep doing you, playboy. I mean, he literally just taking a break. That's so funny. He's just taking a big old break right now, just chilling. But anywho, yeah, that's been a verse that has been playing through my mind lately. Thinking about my bro's baby, and how that baby's gonna be an adult, and she gonna have kids one day. Maybe not. I don't know. She's gonna have friends. She's gonna go to birthday parties. She's gonna have birthdays. She's gonna have her own thoughts and feelings and emotions and ways she processes stuff. And I'm just like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy. It's wild. It's so unknown, but it's so like it's by design. It's literally by design. I don't know. I just been finding that cool. And if you disagree, I ain't tripping. That's just my outlook and understanding of, the world lately, and clouds and storms, and the brain, how it can grow and how you can learn more and you can make it stronger. It's like a muscle basically, but it's so, it's so many things that play into the brain is crazy. Just the brain alone. Just think about the human body, think about the earth, think about the world, think about the universe, and just be like, why? Why is it like this? Why have we not blown up or frozen over or burned up from the sun by now? Like, just say why. What is it? What's your answer? What's your definitive answer? You know what I mean? And then just keep on living. You know what I'm saying? Just some food for thought. And there was another thing I heard. My boy, he is kind of into like some science stuff. I don't know. He heard this like he told me this a couple years back. But he was like, yeah, some I guess some astronomers, people who study like space and the stars and all this stuff in the galaxy, they were like, yeah, so the way that our galaxy is set up is when you put the makeup, like the makeup of the galaxy, like its form and all that, when you put it into like the form of a sound wave, like it matches not the cadence or whatever, but it matches like the pitches and whatnot as if somebody was talking. And like that blew my mind. I don't think I'll ever forget that, because again, that just speaks to the verse that I was saying. Like, his divine nature and eternal power has been seen and understood through what he has made, bruh. If the Bible says that God spoke all these things, and it's like, the Bible's dated back to when it was written, originally, and all these years back, and we got science and technology to date that back. And it's like, okay, if we can date it back and see that it goes way back when, you know what I'm saying? When man wrote this and God inspired man to write these things, it's like we can trust science for everything else, but we can't trust science for that. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Stop playing with God. Stop playing with God before you spin a block on you, dog. You feel me? No, I'm playing. Oh no. I won't say. I won't say that. I mean, God will spin the block, but in a way that's like a loving chase. You know what I'm saying? Be like, all right, but I'm gonna have to show you something. He give you a big old sign. You ignore that sign. Hey, that's on you, playboy. God trying to pull you over to the good side. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? He trying to show you real life. You feel me? But anywho, yeah, I always thought that was amazing. I always thought that statement was amazing. And I've never even looked it up after that. You know, I took him for his word because it's like, what scientist is going to be like, ooh, the Bible might be true. Look at space. It looks like it's in the form of a sound wave as if somebody was talking. Like, what scientist would just be like, yeah, let me put this out to represent God for the one time. You know what I'm saying? But there are some Christian scientists who will like help do stuff for the sake of like proving the Bible's validity and whatnot through science, which is dope. You know, God uses science. God uses whatever he wants to draw people in, to show his power, to show his love and whatnot. Yeah, he uses a lot of things. With all the corruption, with all us evil humans down here, with all of our bad intentions, our ill thoughts, with all of our, good Samaritan moments. It's like God does what he wants, man. God does what he wants. He knows what choices we gonna make. He knows what we gonna end up doing before we do it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is out here, man. You gotta do what's best for you, I guess. What's best for me is to trust him. You feel me? Because left to my own ways, I be sick and disgusted. I'd probably be done hurt somebody. I don't know. I'm not even a violent person. But I feel like without God, I feel like I would be a violent person. I don't know. Maybe I try to be a low down player. Like I'm shy and quiet, but I'd be a player. I don't know what I'd be without God. I really don't. Would I even be alive? I don't know. I feel like everybody goes through their phases of like, different types of personalities. Like, ooh, I'm flirting with everybody. Everybody thinks I'm cute. Ooh, I feel like being angry and mad and sounding tough. Like, ooh, I don't know if I really want to be on Earth no more. Ooh, I want to steal and all this. You know what I'm saying? I can be sneaky with it. I feel like everybody goes through their own little personality thoughts and traits and whatnot. Have a little, taste and see what you like. See what fits you. But in all reality, none of it actually fits your original makeup and design. Did you ever wonder that? Do you ever think that's why you have issues with your decisions sometimes? You ever think about that? I'm sorry, excuse the noise. I'm just feeling silly, kind of rambling. I like rambling, tambling, hambling, cambling, Sandra and brambling, Sandra and Gandon, flamming and gamming. I'm here on what flamming it. Well, I think that's all for now. Probably. All right, well, I'm out. Thanks for checking me out. Hey, shout out to season 2. We in the building. All right, y'all be blessed, man. Take it easy. Until next time.